Modified vehicles for me kind of started back in the day when I'd first gotten my first F-150 pickup from my grandparents. I bought it at 17. I kind of started learning about custom offsets and getting into like aftermarket wheels and trying to figure out what looked good and what fit and everything like that. So trying to getting into that started the spark for me, I guess, to start customizing a vehicle and getting into something that was a little bit more than stock and kind of stood on the road and I could kind of just make it my own to stand out.
For me, it was, my dad was a circle track racer back in the day, but there's photos of me being a little kid helping my dad put tires on his hobby stocks on Saturdays before races. And so I think that love of taking something stock and making it not stock is ultimately what led me to this crazy adventure that I've called life.
So the first true truck show, big truck show that I ever went to was Daytona Truck Meet 2 years ago, and it was an absolute blast. I fell in love. I had so much fun down there. I actually never went to the show. I just stayed on the beach and watched all the trucks get stuck and just had a ton of fun on the beach. But yeah, that was the first true like city takeover, trucks everywhere truck show that I've ever been to.
I don't consider anything I do good enough to be show worthy. Like, I go to truck shows, I don't enter it in the show. So like, that's the hardest part, is mentally building like accepting that my truck or whatever I built is good enough to be in a truck show is like the hardest obstacle of going to that show. Bringing my own truck, like my daily driver that I don't consider a show truck but everyone else does, it's kind of cool just to see the reaction of something that I just walk out and get in every day and drive to work.
Obviously you want everything there you want to get everything down there. Personally, I've had every show that I've had to drive to, I've had a mechanical error. So it's getting there and then just making sure everything is clean, and you want everything to be working right. So it's just making sure you have the right product. There's a lot of work that goes into just making sure you are presenting your vehicle the right way.
There are some insane builds at truck shows, and you have your particular styles and you like some trucks more than others, but everyone is like a big family. It's kind of weird, but also super cool because, if you like Ford, if you like GM, if you like Dodge, like everyone hangs out with everyone and it's super cool.
Everywhere you go, you know someone, but they're always from like, you meet in the middle at a show and they go back home and you go back home. So being able to like meet up in the middle of like somewhere in the country is always dope. Having those friends that just, hey, we're flying to Houston, you gonna be there? Yeah, I'm coming from the Dakotas. And it's like, sweet. It'd be easier for us to just drive to one or the other, but we'll just meet in Texas. I think that's the best part, meeting all your friends, making more.
The whole experience is something that is super neat, and I just enjoy the whole thing because it's a memory that you have for forever. Then it's a 3-4 day weekend that is just super iconic.
Again, it's unlike anything else to walk through a show and realize that everyone around you is into the same thing you are. And maybe not the exact same builds, right? But they're there for the same purpose. They're there because they enjoy lifted SEMA trucks or dumped square bodies, because there was a ton of those at LST. But they're there because they enjoy the culture. They enjoy hanging out with people and getting to know people and looking at dope trucks. And that, for me, will always be my favorite part, is the people that are there.